Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to National Western Stock Show Galloway Show 2020. I guess we could call it Perfect Vision Show. I'd like to introduce the judge for today. And I've been told to read off what's here, not what I know. Mr. Robert Ballantyne, his wife Sharon, and family have been involved in the Galloway industry for many years. He purchased his first Galloway at the age of 10 and raised them for 52 years. His ranch, Diamond B Ranches Limited, ran around 320 head of Galloway and Angus cows. They have exported animals to Scotland, Germany, Mexico, United States, and Australia. Diamond B Galloways exhibited their Galloways at the Canadian Western Agribition for 40 consecutive years, winning Premier Exhibitor and Premier Breeder for 35 of those years. They also showed at the National Western Stock Show for 10, winning 6 Grand Champions and won Supreme Champion Female at the Lloydminster Stockade Roundup twice. In 2010, the Ballantyne family made a transitioned life and completed the full herd dispersal. Robert has judged cattle at Canadian Western Agribition, Farm Fair International, Royal Agricultural Winter Fair, World Beef Expo, and also overseas in Australia and Scotland. Robert served his 3 terms as the president of the Canadian Galloway Association and spent 30 years on the Canadian Western Agribition Beef Committee. I've known Robert since we were kids showing cattle in Canada in the early 1960s, so we've kind of been raised around this breed, and I'm really happy to see him here showing today. I guess now we will start with our junior show, and we have 1 entry, and we're ready for that entry now.
Just for a little rebuttal, you know you're getting old when you know the announcer here for 60-some years, eh? Anyways, we start this junior show with a really good female here. She's got a lot of spring of rib to her, a lot of natural thickness to her. Maybe like to give her a little more depth of heel, but other than that, she's really feminine through the front end. A good female to start the day out with.
Winning our junior show is an entry number 6473, Glenfiddich FYI, shown by Shelby McElwraith, Puzzlinch, Ontario, Canada. At this time, that concludes our short junior show. We'll switch into the open show now. And for the people in the stands and those watching on the internet on liveauctions.tv, the Galloway breed has 3 sub-breeds in it: the Galloway, the white Galloway, and the belted Galloway. And those can have 3 different color patterns. You can have the solid colored blacks, the reds, and the duns. Today we'll have examples of the black and the red in the solid colored Galloways, and we also have a white Galloway entered here that shows the black color pattern.
Well, I guess if it doesn't get any harder than this, I'll probably get it right all day. But this young girl she's a natural show person. She sets her animal up well. She shows it off to the best of its advantage, and she did a terrific job showing this.
I apologize for jumping the gun. We still had the senior showmanship in the junior show to go. And winning that is Shelby McElwraith from Buzz Lunch, Ontario, Canada. And now we can start into the open show with Class 1 Heifers Calved after July 1st, 2019.
Well, I guess we're still batting 100% here. This is a really young heifer calf, but she's got some future to her. She's got good Springer rib and good top on her, length and femininity. She'll look a lot better next year than she looks this year, that's for sure.
Winning this class is entry number 6435, Barry's Adelaide 128G, shown by the Barry Ranch from Mora, Minnesota. Thank you. Next class is Heifers Calved April through June 2019.
Well, it sure is too bad some of these classes didn't have a little more competition to them. This is a pretty good heifer we got out here. She's got some skeletal extension through the front end, and she's quite feminine. She's got a lot of length of spine to her. Heifer gets out and moves really well.
Winning this class is entry number 6438, Barry's Gala 20G, shown by the Barry Ranch, Mora, Minnesota. Entering the ring now is Heifers calved January through March of 2019. They're not here. Yeah. In front of the announcer stand here, you'll see an array of prizes that will be handed out to various categories through the show. And these have been provided by sponsorship money sent to the association through Galloways, Brass Ring Galloways, Glenfiddich Galloways, Renaissance Farms Limited, Marble Road Farm, Stony Acres Farm, Cole Farms, the Barry Ranch, Lurson Galloways, and Blagan Galloways. We do thank these people for their support of the show. For those in the stands looking at the show and comparing it to the catalog, we're short some entries due to either human injuries or sickness and or animal injuries or sickness.
We got two heifers here that are very, very similar in their makeup and their pattern. They both have a really good depth of rib to them, really easy fleshing ability to them. I sort this one first, I think, because she's a little smoother through the shoulder, maybe a little more spring of rib over the top than the female we have in second, but two heifers that are very, very closely put together.
Thank you. Winning this class is entry number 6440, HB Glamour Girl 3059, shown by Blake and Galloway's Roundup, Montana. And in second place is entry number 6439, HB Grace 3349, shown by Blake and Galloway's Roundup, Montana. Now we'll be getting the entries in for the Heifer Calf Champion. Taking candid pictures here of the show ring while it's going on and taking champion pictures later on is a representative from Show Champions.
Well, I've commented on each one of these animals individually, I think, so we're just going to go ahead and we're going to take the two older females for our grand reserve in this class.
Thank you. The calf champion is entry number 6440, HB Glamour Girl 3059 from Blake and Galloway's at Roundup, Montana. And the reserve champion heifer calf is entry number 6439, HB Grace 3349, shown by Blake and Galloway's Roundup, Montana. Now our next class in will be Heifers Calf July through December of 2018. The second animal in the catalog is entry number 6640. It should be 6446.
In this class, we start with this heifer. She gives up a little bit in performance compared to the heifer we have in second place, but I really like the skeletal extension through her, the femininity through the front end in this heifer, length of spine to her. I think she's got a pretty good future ahead of her. The female we have in second place is a pretty good footed female that's just not showing the breed character or the length that this female has on top. One that's probably once she gets into production could very well be as good as any.
Winning this class is entry number 6447, Barry's Adelaide, 128F, Barry Ranch at Mora, Minnesota. In second place, entry number 6446, Alice, from Lurson Galloways at Mimbres, New Mexico. The next class is Heifers Calf, January through June of 2018. And this first animal in the ring, you'll see an example of a black pointed white Galloway, the section 3 of the herd book.
Well, this is a really interesting class we have here. We got a female in first place here that displays a lot of femininity, and I'm a firm believer that femininity is correlated to fertility. This female is not only feminine, she's really got a lot of length of spine to her, and her muscle pattern goes right down into her rear quarter really well. She gets out and moves good. The female we have in second place, a different type of female. There's no doubt that she's the easiest flushing of the two of them. She's got a really good foot on her. I'd just like to lengthen her out, especially give her a little more skeletal extension through the front end to compete with the female we have in the top of the line.
Thank you. Winning that class is entry number 6448, Glenfiddich FYI, shown by Glenfiddich Galloway's, Puzzlinch, Ontario, Canada. In second place, entry number 6449, CK Fallon 14F, shown by CK Galloway's, Fort Benton, Montana. Now we'll be having the animals back in for the Grand Champion yearling heifer.
Well, once again, I've commented on these cattle before. We do have a little bit of variation out here, but I think hopefully there's some pattern to what I've been picking today. I like to see some femininity and some fleshing ability over the top, and you know, I think these cattle out here in the top of their line, they certainly display that. So we're gonna take the oldest black female on the far side as our champion. And then we're going to take this young one here as the reserve.
Champion yearling heifer is entry number 6448, Glenfiddich FYI, shown by Glenfiddich Galloway's, Puzzlinch, Ontario, Canada. And reserve champion yearling heifer is entry number 6447, Barry's Adelaide 128F, shown by the Barry Ranch from Mora, Minnesota. Now, if we can have the calf champions back in with the yearling champions, we'll determine our junior champion. Yeah. We're looking for entries number 6448 and 6447 from the juniors, and entries number 6440 and 6439 from the Calves.
Okay, for our junior champion, we're going to go with the female on the other side there at the front. And our reserve junior champion will be this female right here in front of me.
Junior champion is entry number 6448, Glenfiddich, FYI. It's shown by Glenfiddich, Galloway's, Pleasant, Ontario, Canada. And reserve junior champion is entry number 6440, HB Glamour Girl 3059, shown by Blagan Galloway's, Roundup, Montana. Our next entry is a cow-calf pair, cow born any age, calf born after July 1st, 2019. Okay, this entry number 6451 in the catalog is shown wrong. The correct name of this animal is Diamond B Adelaide 128X.
Well, I can guarantee you one thing. There's not many breeds that can bring 10-year-old cows to the show ring. This female, originally when she came in the ring, I thought, well, I'd maybe like to tighten her udder up a little bit, and then I see she's 10 years old. So, you know, she's doing a good job, and a female's got a lot of length to her. Really good foot on this female, and it's too bad there weren't more in the class.
Winning this class is entry number 6451, Diamond B Adelaide 128X, shown by the Berry Ranch from Mora, Minnesota. And now, if we can have... She becomes the senior champion female, and if we can get the... So we need the calf champions, the junior champions, and the senior champion back in for the grand champion.
Okay, I've commented on these cattle as we've gone along here, but we're going to go with these two young females on this side for our grand and reserve grand champions female here today.
Grand champion female is entry number 6448. Glenfiddich, FYI, shown by Glenfiddich, Galloway's, Puzzlinch, Ontario, Canada. And the reserve champion Galloway female is entry number 6440. HB Glamour Girl 3059, shown by Blagan Galloway's, Roundup, Montana. Our next class will be a pair of females. We have one pair from Berry Ranch from Mora, Minnesota, and one pair from Blagan Galloway's at Roundup, Montana.
We kind of got two different stamps in this pair of Heifers class. The two on this side, they're got a lot of femininity to them. They're very long females. Then we've got two females that you got to really appreciate their Springer rib and their amount of thickness they have, their natural thickness they have. Two that go together like peas in a pod. So we're going to use them for first in this group here for second.
Winning the pair of females will be entry number 6481 from Blagan Galloway's, Roundup, Montana. And in second place will be entry number 6480, Berry Ranch at Mora, Minnesota. Thank you. Our next class in will be the Progeny of Dam, with an entry from Barry Ranch at Mora, Minnesota, and an entry from Blagan Galloway's at Roundup, Montana.
Well, I'm going to be a little bit of a radical here in this class, I think, and I'm going to go with these two females here as the winning pair. I think the bulls just give up a little bit in structure compared to what the females do.
Winning progeny of Dam is an entry number 6478 from the Berry Ranch at Mora, Minnesota. And in second place, entry number 6479, Blagan Galloway's at Roundup, Montana. That concludes the female show and the group show. And now we'll get ready to start the bull show. First class in will be bulls calved April through June of 2019.
Well, once again, I guess I'm going to get this class right. This is just a May calf we have in front of us here. He's a pretty good calf, pretty complete kind of an animal. He's lots of length to him and gets out and moves well. It's just pretty well put together bull.
Winning this class, entry number 6453, Barry's Galaxy, shown by the Berry Ranch at Mora, Minnesota. Our next class is calves born January through March 2019. Once again, I'd like to thank the sponsors of this show, Galloways, Brass Ring Galloways, Glenfiddich Galloways, Renaissance Farms Limited, Marble Road Farm, Stony Acres Farm, Cole Farms, Berry Ranch, Lurson Galloways, and Blagan Galloways. Your contribution has helped us provide the prizes here for the various classes. Thank you.
Well, in this class here, I put a lot of emphasis on structure. A few years ago we had a drought in our area, and we had cattle that had to walk 2 miles to get water. And ever since then, I think I've learned a lot about structure. So this bull comes to the top really easy in this class when it comes to structure. Granted, you'd like to lengthen them out a little bit, give them a little more dimension through the front, but he's got a lot of thickness to him. He gets out in strides really well. He's got really good testicular development. The bull we have in second place is the bull that until he walks, I think he easily wins the class, really. He's got lots of length to this bull. He's just short stepping too much for me today to put him at the top of the line. And the bull we have in third place is the bull that's probably got the most eye appeal of any bull in this class, but a bull that, to my way of thinking, he's just lacking in testicular development compared to the bulls we have above him here today.
Thank you. Winning this class is entry number 6456, HB GI Joe 169 from Blagan Galloways at Roundup, Montana. In second place is entry number 6455, HB Guardian 2429, shown by Blagan Galloways at Roundup, Montana. And in third place, entry number 6457, Glenfiddich Griffin, entry shown by Glenfiddich Galloways, Puzzlinch, Ontario, Canada. And now, if we can get those first two animals back with the first place animal in the first class, we'll have our champion bull calf class.
Okay, and this calf champion here, we're going to go with this young individual here right in front of me. Pretty well put together bull for its age. Then we'll go with the bull on the other side for our reserve.
Calf champion is entry number 6453, Barry's Galaxy, shown by the Barry Ranch from Mora, Minnesota. Reserve champion calf is entry number 6456, HBGI Joe 169, shown by Blagan Galloways, Roundup, Montana. Our next class in will be calves born January through June of 2018. The red bull in the ring now is an example of the red color pattern in the solid colored Galloways. You'll also find the red in the belts or the whites, but it's more prominent in the solid colors.
We're going to go with this red bull in first place here. You just can't ignore the amount of performance this bull has. Structurally wise, you want to change a couple things about him, but he's got a tremendous depth of rib to him. He's lots of quarter in him, and he smooths in really well from the shoulder to the body. A bull that's just got a lot of performance to him. The bull we have in second place gives up a little bit in performance for sure. I like to give him a little more thickness through that flank area and lower quarter. He's a tremendously long individual in his own right, but just not quite as thick as the one we have in first place here today.
Thank you. Winning this class and becoming Grand Champion Yearling Bull is entry number 6459 HB Ferrari 2428, shown by Blagan Galloway's Roundup, Montana. And in second place and becoming Reserve Champion Yearling Bull is entry number 6460 Barry Floyd 712 CF, Barry Ranch at Mora, Minnesota. Now, if we could get those two bulls back in, along with entry number 6453 and entry number 6456, please, then we'll have determine the junior champion.
Well, it's just a matter of preference when you get into a class like this, I think. But my preference today is to go with these two youngest bulls on this end.
Your junior champion yearling bull, or your junior champion Galloway bull, is entry number 6453, who is Barry's Galaxy from Barry Ranch, Mora, Minnesota. And the reserve junior champion bull is entry number 6456, HB GI Joe 169, Blake and Galloway's, Roundup, Montana. Our next class will be bulls calved prior to July 2017.
We got a bull in this class. It's too bad we didn't have a little more competition in here. He's a really well-made bull. He's very straight in his lines. Bull has got some extension through the front end. Gets out and moves fairly well. He's a bull that's got a lot of springer rib to him. Pretty good depth in the quarter. Pretty strong individual.
Winning this class and becoming senior champion bull is entry number 6463, Glenfiddich Edward, shown by Glenfiddich Galloway's, Puzzlinch, Ontario, Canada. The next class in is mature bulls born 2016 and older.
We got a bull in this class that's a tremendously long individual. You got to really appreciate his length of spine. A bull that not carrying as much condition maybe as what he could be at this age, but a bull that's does a lot of things right, that's for sure.
Thank you. Winning this class and becoming champion mature bull is entry number 6464, Barry's Dynamic 61D, shown by the Barry Ranch at Mora, Minnesota. And now we'll get our bulls back in to determine the champion and the reserve champion Galloway bull of the show.
Well, just before we go ahead and pick our grand champion bull here, I'd like to compliment these exhibitors for the quality of cattle they brought out here today. It's a huge expense. I know what it's all about. We did it for close to 50 years at home, and it's a lot of organization, a lot of expense to come, and you're basically subsidizing a lot of breeders that don't come here and tell you how good their cattle are. So congratulations to all the exhibitors. Did a great job bringing cattle out. And we've come around to this champion bull class, and there's something I really, really like about each one of these bulls. Then there's a couple things I'm not so keen on about some of these bulls. But I'm really proud of the lineup that we have in the lineup here for our championship drive. We start off with a calf that's very complete. It's just a May calf, good-footed calf, extremely well-balanced calf. Then we have a bull as our yearling champion that just got a whole lot of eye appeal to him. Maybe you'd like to give him a little more extension through the front end. Then we have a bull that's got tremendous length to him. So there's some variation and some difference in here, and I think there's reasons for placing them any which way. I guess I'm going to go out and make my selection, and I don't expect everybody to agree with me, but it's the way that I see them today.
Champion Galloway bull goes to entry number 6453, which is Barrick's Galaxy from the Berry Ranch at Mora, Minnesota. And the reserve champion Galloway bull this year goes to entry number 6463, which is Glenfiddich Edward, Glenfiddich Galloway's Puzzlinch, Ontario, Canada. That concludes the show, with the exception of we still have the pair of bulls to come, and then we have two classes of a percentage class. So while we're waiting for the 3 entries for the pair of bulls to come in, the American Galloway Association has a carcass competition here. It's named the Les Balter Commemorative Award. At this time, we would like to take the opportunity to remember one of our fellow Galloway breeders, Les Balter. In 1979, he won the National Western Carcass Contest with Galloway cattle. Back in those days, a group of cattle were entered and evaluated. Animals arrived at the National Western Stock Show grounds and taken immediately to the Montfort packing plant, which is now JBS Swift. The carcasses were then evaluated. It is important for all of us to remember that the Galloway breed is won on the rail and has excellent carcass traits to offer the commercial cattleman today. Like many cattle shown throughout the National Western Stock Show, we did an ultrasound evaluation of many of the Galloway cattle present at this year's show. Through modern technology, we were able to analyze the animal's carcass for desirable traits, including ribeye size area, a ratio of ribeye size, and weight of the animal, and marbling. The animal winning this year's show is HB Ferrari 2428. His weight was 1,759 pounds. His ribeye area was 16.92 inches. Ribeye area per 100 weight, 0.96. Intramuscular fat, 5.65, and his back fat, 0.46. The reserve champion was Glenfiddich FYI. So congratulations to Blagan Galloways for having the carcass animal. And that is Ferrari out there, the Red Bull in the ring right now.
Well, once again, I think you can place these just about any way you want. I'm going to go with this pair right here in front of me. I think they're very similar in their pattern and their makeup. They're got some skeletal extension through the front end, lots of length to them. And then we're going to go to the group down the far end. They just have so much eye appeal. It's really hard to get past them. And then we're going to go with the group in the middle. They've got lots and lots of thickness to them, and bulls, certainly the type of bulls that some people in the commercial industry can use. I just like to give them a little more skeletal extension through the front end.
Thank you. Winning the pair of bulls is an entry from the Berry Ranch at Mora, Minnesota. In second place is an entry from Glenfiddich Galloway's, Puzzlinch, Ontario, Canada. And in third place, the entry from Blagan Galloway's at Roundup, Montana. That concludes the purebred part of the show. We now have 2 heifer calf classes in a percentage show. I was just reminded that if you disagree with the judge, read the paper tomorrow and find out who was right. This class is percentage heifers calved April through June of 2018. Actually, it says 2018, but it's April through June of 2019.
we start this class with a female that's got a tremendous amount of volume to her. She's not as feminine as the other female, but she's just got so much springer rib over the top and volume down through the middle right into her lower quarter. An excellent, easy fleshing female. Female we have in second place is just as long and a really nice female, not quite carrying as much condition as this female, probably a tad more feminine than the female we have in first place. But they're really two good heifer calves.
Winning this class is entry number 6466, Barry's heifer, number 91, shown by the Barry Ranch from Mora, Minnesota. In second place is entry number 6465, Strand's Goldie, 519, shown by Brady Strand, Mora, Minnesota. Our next class is percentage heifer calved January through March 2019.
well, we certainly got some variation in this class, and it's just a matter of where you want to place your priorities, I guess. In my mind, this red heifer comes to the top relatively easy. I think she's the most complete female in the class. She's got a good foot under, very smoothly made heifer, quite refined through the front end, very smooth through the shoulder, carries her thickness right back into her quarter. Then we have a female in second place that is really, really feminine, lots of length to her. You'd like to give her a little more bone maybe and a little more thickness through the quarter, but you got to appreciate that femininity and that length of body. Then we have a female in third place that she hasn't got the femininity, but she's certainly got a lot of depth of rib to her, a lot of thickness to her, and a lot of things that a lot of cattle can use.
Winning that class is entry number 6470, CK Red John 48G, shown by CK Galloway's, Fort Benton, Montana. Second place, 6469, CK Go-Go Boots 43G, CK Galloway's, Fort Benton, Montana. And in third place, entry number 6467, HB Glory 309, Blagan Galloway's, Roundup, Montana. If we could have the 4 entries back in for the champion and reserve champion percentage female, please.
Well, I'm extremely pleased with the females we got at the top of this lineup here. I'm going to go with this red heifer for her overall balance. She's just put together so nicely. The female we have we're going to go with reserve is the one right in front of me here, and 2 very good heifer calves.
Thank you. Champion female percentage animal is entry number 6470, CK Red John 43G, shown by CK Galloway's, Fort Benton, Montana. And the reserve is entry number 6475. No, I got that wrong. 6466, Barry's heifer, number 91, the Barry Ranch at Mora, Minnesota. That concludes our Galloway show. Thank you to the exhibitors for the animals you brought forward. Thank you to the sponsors for contributing to the prizes. Thank you to the spectators for sitting here and watching us. And thank you to those online on liveauctions.tv. We'll see you next year. Adios.